Hello everyone, my name is History Nuggets, and today we will be continuing our Napoleonic Wars videos with the War of the Fifth Coalition. While the coalition had not been formed yet, Napoleon would be busy with the Peninsular Wars, with him forcing Portugal to join the continental system. Napoleon would send major armies, generals, and forces into the peninsula, and Napoleon would go through many victories in the region, eventually leaving. By 1809, however, Spanish armies as well as massive guerrilla activities would begin to push back the French, with the Austrians noticing France distracted, hoping to maybe be able to defeat them. Austria, after their gigantic defeat in 1805, would spend 3 years going through massive reforms, with them lacking any allies in the region. Seeing many European powers already at war, Austria hoped to confront Napoleon one-on-one. Austria hoped to get some help from Prussia, which would be refused. Napoleon would begin having to withdraw thousands of troops from Germany into Spain, eventually leading to Austria fully believing that this was their chance. With Britain funding being given to Austria, Austria declared war and formed the Fifth Coalition, seeing Austria, Britain, Portugal, Spain, Sicily, and Sardinia all joining. Austria, with the strongest army the empire had ever seen to this point, would see all sides of the empire joining up, while the French army mostly saw veterans of the previous coalitions. Napoleon was not concerned at all with Austrian aggression. As a result, Austria would begin attacking first. Austria would begin by invading Bavaria, with the invasion beginning on the 10th of April with no formal declaration of war. The Austrian forces would see Bavarian troops retreat, eventually seeing them thinning out. The Austrians would then beat the Bavarians near Landshut. Napoleon would arrive 1 week later and would see just how far the Austrians had gone. Napoleon would begin hoping to attack Austria's weak, unorganized sectors of the army due to them being distracted in Neustadt. The Austrians would be defeated in Abensberg, allowing France to advance. The Austrians at this point were already 10,000 men down, but would not give up. Napoleon's head general of the region, Davout, would be outnumbered, and Napoleon would begin to have to stretch his troops. On the 22nd of April, the Austrians attacked Davout in hopes of controlling the river bank. Napoleon would arrive soon after, resulting in a French victory. Napoleon would then see the Battle of Ratisbon as another French victory. Napoleon would then march towards Vienna, with the main Austrian armies doing the same. On the 21st of May, the French would cross at Kaisersdorf, and Napoleon would be surprised by the Austrian presence waiting for him. The Battle of Aspern-Essling would begin with Austrian assaults. At first seeing French repulses, Napoleon would launch a massive assault confidently, only for it to fail as the Austrians would deny their entrance. Napoleon would read the room and then withdraw, seeing his first massive defeat in his entire militaristic career. The Austrians would not be able to pursue, however, and the French after 6 weeks of preparation would fight in the Battle of Wagram, seeing a French victory, and then after the armistice of Znaim being signed. Other theaters of the coalition saw the Italian front, where the Austrians hoped to liberate Italian lands, which would fail, as well as the Dalmatian front, where the Austrians would be defeated as well. The British also tried to invade the Netherlands, which also failed. The separate Austro-Polish War would occur during all of this, seeing the Polish victorious and gain much land for the Duchy of Warsaw. The coalition also saw massive rebellions across the French Empire, seeing many rebellions in Italy, Tyrol, Gotchi, and Brunswick. The aftermath of the war would see the Treaty of Schönbrunn on the 14th of October 1809, where the French would gain much of Austria's access to the Mediterranean. The Duchy of Warsaw would also gain much land. Napoleon would also marry Mary Louise, the daughter of Emperor Francis. This is History Nuggets. Thank you for watching.